to more news you can use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Harriet DeVerges. We got another spectacular show for you that's going to help you climb to the next level of awareness. That's right. So thank you so much for joining the show today. That's right. You're here at More News You Can Use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Harriet DeVerges. And guess what? If you want to be a celebrity on the show, just let us know and click the button below. And you'll be the guest celebrity on More News You Can Use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Harriet DeVerges. Click the link. Click the link now. Hello, and welcome back to another episode, if you will, of News You Can Use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Harriet DeVerges. Today, we've got some phenomenal guests for you, as always. But you know, I can't start the show until I get my buddy. She's going to come out and she's going to get this party started right. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, you hold on tight, because we about to get right with Lynn Harriet DeVerges. So come on in, go and tell a friend, tell your frenemies, it's time to win right here on More News You Could Use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Harriet DeVerges. Now, when you come on in, bring a pen and bring a pad. You know why? Because things will add to your life from news that you could use. Why? Because we're here to help you use the news that you could use to improve on your life. Okay. So listen, whenever you're coming in, go ahead and let us know where you're coming in from. I don't care if you're coming from Ohio or Alaska, Japan, Germany, Europe, Brecken Sie Dutch, Spanglish, wherever you're coming in from, we want to know. So put it in the comment below. So come on in this time to win. Get your notepad and get your pen. And in the meantime and in between time, I'm going backstage to get my friend Lynn. Be right back. Hello and welcome back to More News You Can Use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Harriet DeVerges. We got another spectacular show for you that's going to help you climb to the next level of awareness. That's right. So thank you so much for joining the show today. That's right. You're here at More News You Can Use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Harriet DeVerges. And guess what? If you want to be a celebrity on the show, just let us know and click the button below. And you'll be the guest celebrity on More News You Can Use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Harriet DeVerges. Click the link. Click the link now. Hello, Lynn. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing, Lotus? I love your opening.
Thank you so much.
We are here to give people a lot of news, but not the kind that you're going to get on cable or any other channel. Only right here, positive news that you can use. I absolutely love it, and throughout the world. So we're here and excited as always to be here.
Awesome. So for those of you that don't know my co-host, I don't know how you don't know Miss Lynn Harriet DeVerges. Of course, she's the CEO of Center of Light Miracles. And let me tell you something. We help miracles happen right here on News You Can Use. Why? Because we share information that many people otherwise would not be exposed to. So today we're going to be talking about this wonderful thing called what, Lynn?
Called stress reduction. And we're going to be talking about nutrition. We're really going to give you some tips on how you can kind of continue to move easily and effortlessly through this physical distancing situation. If you're someone who's been kind of shut in a little bit, like so many of us, you'll want to listen to what we have to say, because you can still have fun, reduce stress, and stay healthy.
Yes, I love that. And the primary thing, folks, is that we want to help you discover your ultimate health because a lot of people really don't know what ultimate health is. So, we're going to be asking you some questions today. What is ultimate health to you? And we're going to be teaching you some ways how to gain ultimate health. So, Lynn, we got a fire show tonight, and we've got two fabulous guests that's coming on with us. Now, one of our guests, you know her yourself. I know her myself, and many of the folks that are coming in know her as well. So we're going to get her out first.
Okay.
Our trampoline queen, if you will. We're going to bring her out first right after we take some of these comments because I see people streaming in already. Hey there. Look, who's that? Who's that, Lynn?
Gregory Ford from Riverside, California, one of the California peeps. Harris Tay from the Philippines. Hey, Harris. Good. Margaret, another California peep from San Clemente. And Bobcat, he's our soul trained dancer and professional in the house, also from Riverside, California. And Medea, Medea, I'm going to say our sweet honey cake.
Yes.
Love you, Medea, you're absolutely beautiful and phenomenal.
Yes, just a wonderful soul.
Kathy, happy birthday, Kathy from Hawaii.
Hey, woo!
Happy birthday,
Kathy.
And,
awesome.
We're always glad to see you're here.
Yes.
And, nice to see you from Washington, D.C. I love that. The other side of the country.
Yes. And hey, Medea sent this early when she came into the show.
Hello, my darling Lotus and Lynn, sending love from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Yes, she is the love bunny. There is no one more loving and open-hearted than Miss Medea. It's so good to see you.
Yes, yes, yes. So listen, Lynn, we better get on with the show because everybody waiting. Oh, and by the way, I want to send a special shout out to my friend, Miss Rogers. She know who I'm talking about. She contacted me this weekend and said, Lotus, I got my trampoline. So this is a movement, folks. If you haven't got your trampoline, get your trampoline. And no, Lynn and I don't make any money. We don't endorse any companies. But if you're a company out there and you want us to endorse you, get a hold of us and we'll do what we can do to help you and help someone else to live their best life. So look, we're going to go to a quick break because I think the trampoline queen is about ready to jump on the scene. So we'll be right back. And look, if you want to see Miss Hillary Gooden, the trampoline queen, right? She's a lymphologist. Come on, you guys. She is the best of the best. If you want to see Miss Hillary Gooden, the trampoline queen lymphologist, put a number 1 in the comment block below and we'll be on the go. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to more news you can use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Harriet DeVerges. We got another spectacular show for you that's going to help you climb to the next level of awareness. That's right. So thank you so much for joining the show today. That's right. You're here at More News You Can Use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Harriet DeVerges. And guess what? If you want to be a celebrity on the show, just let us know and click the button below. And you'll be the guest celebrity on More News You Can Use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Harriet DeVerges. Click the link. Click the link now. Oh, Lynn. Oh, Lynn. Did you see all the ones? Oh. So I know Hillary. I know Hillary ready. So Hillary, come on out. Look at her.
It is. Hey, Hillary.
Hey there. there. How are you?
Hey, hello.
Awesome. You
I'm
look
doing
lovely.
wonderful, just doing what I do every Monday at this time, bouncing, bouncing, bouncing.
And listen, we'll be bouncing with you in a minute.
Yes, we'll be bouncing in a minute. So, folks, if you have your trampolines, go ahead and get them because later on in the show, we're going to be bouncing with Hillary Gooden. Okay. So good to see you, Hillary. You know, we got another wonderful guest coming to the show with us tonight. So, Lynn, I know you know. You know the next guest. I know the next guest. And for those of you that don't know our bouncing, beautiful, loving queen, this is all the way from Chicago, the lymphologist Hillary Gooden. She is the bouncing queen of lymphology.
Yes, yes, yes.
So,
It's always good to see her bouncing
Yes,
and doing her thing. Helps
yeah.
motivate the rest of us to keep us going and keep us fit.
Yeah, and you know what? We're
that's
definitely
right.
going to talk about the bottom of the bounce again tonight because a lot of people hit us up from the previous shows and was talking about the bottom of the bounce, and that's kind of something that Hillary herself talked to us about. I didn't even know about the importance of the bottom of the bounce, but for now, we get ready to bring another phenomenal guest out here. Lynn, you want to do the honors?
Yes, we're going to bring out Phyllis Weaver. She is the CEO of Discover Ultimate Health from North Carolina, originally from Virginia. And I'm telling you, this young lady is phenomenal when it comes to how we can take care of our body nutritionally. And she has something special to share that I'm kind of on that thing too, but we'll let her talk to you about it.
Awesome. Hey there.
Hey. So glad to be here.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, good to see you. So, look, we're happy to have you on the show. Phyllis, you know, we got the bouncing queen on the trampoline of lymphology with us. Of course, my lovely co-host, Lynn Harry Diverges. And now we got the Weaver herself, Phyllis Weaver, the CEO of Discover Ultimate Health. And that's what we're talking about, folks, tonight. Ultimate health. Do you know your ultimate health and how to obtain it? So, Lynn, let's get right into it, if you will. But let's first start off with Hillary. Hillary, she knows she's she's here every Monday. But Phyllis, you're not here every Monday. So we want you to tell us a little bit more about who you are and what you do.
Well, I am, first of all, I'm a pharmacist and I'm also a holistic health coach. And I've been doing this for over 30 years, actually, but I just finally got a certification. And so I launched out my business in January, and here I am.
So here I am. I love it. So listen, I know that you help women who are stressed out, working women and not just people that go out of their homes to work, even women that work from home. You help them, specifically people with type 2 diabetes or fibromyalgia. You help them lose weight. You help them reverse the disease so that they can wake up free of severe pain and fatigue. So before we go any further, folks, if you know someone out there with fibromyalgia, type 2 diabetes, and you've not liked, shared, and started a watch party, like, share, start a watch party, like, share, what? And start a watch party. Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about that and how you help people in that area, Phyllis?
Yes. One good thing that I have is some extra certifications. One is an advanced nutrition and group fitness. And also I have some certifications in actually life coaching now. Mm-hmm. So with that and being a Zumba instructor,
girl, you do it all.
So I help them first of all, we assess the situation. We assess what is it that's going on. And then once we figure out what's going on, then we set up a plan. And then once there's a plan set up, then we set up like some accountability so that they have some partner, somebody that can help them out with their journey, so that when they're starting to fall back, they have somebody at home, because you can't always get in touch with me. So there's always somebody to help them. And then once they get through that stage, then we work through that process and go through their their breakthrough. And once they get to their breakthrough, then we're going to integrate everything that they have worked on. And then finally, there's like a final transformation. And so I mostly focus on nutrition, exercise, stress, and sleep. Stress and sleep actually seem to be the biggest. They're like the worst of, not getting enough nutrition or exercise, especially sleep, because there have been some studies that show that if you only get something like 4 hours of sleep in a night, that is more detrimental than someone who doesn't, eat right or exercise 3 times a week.
So let me make sure I'm hearing you right. You said fundamentally you deal with people and you focus on the nutrition, the exercise, the stress, and the sleep, because they're actually all a culmination of good health.
Yes.
So I see our bouncing queen has gotten off, but I was just getting ready to ask her if she would bounce to this, because she's a lymphatic. My tongue is tied today. Lymphologist, and all of these things really are connected together. And so that's one reason, folks, we're connected on this show, is because nutrition, exercise, stress, and sleep plays a phenomenal part in what? Discovering your ultimate health. Okay. So can you tell us a little bit more, if you would, about your passion? Because I know that your passion and your heart, you just have a heart for people with diabetes, because your family members, some people in your family had type 2 diabetes, including your dad.
Yes, exactly. And I've seen that just kind of devastate my family. For example, on my father's side, almost every single one of his aunts and uncles on my grandmother's side, including my grandmother, had diabetes. And it was really devastating. And to see that run rampant in just one side of my family is just incredible. And it just really pushed me to want to do more for the community. And also, even on my mother's side, there are quite a few family members that have type 2 diabetes. And I had an uncle that didn't know that he was even diagnosed. He was just going on, about his business, because a lot of people don't know there's something unless you test it, or unless something devastating happened, like you get a terrible wound that won't heal, or your blood sugar goes so high that you start getting fuzzy headed, or you're getting weak, or you're just not yourself anymore, then you don't really know. And so my uncle didn't know until he had an injury. He was actually working on a car with his son, and one of the tools dropped on his toe, and his toe would not heal. And so, he just didn't pay any attention about it, So he just went on about his business. And then he noticed, I'm not sure how much time had passed by, but that injury on his toe, here I am reaching on my toe.
I'm feeling my toe too. I had no shoes on, and I'm rubbing my toe. Because I dropped the television on my toe about 2 years ago. So y'all feel us. If y'all feel us, put a number 2 in the comment block below. If y'all feel us, if you want to rub on your toe or want to touch that toe, or you remember when you stubbed that toe, put a number 2 in the comment block.
Yeah, so actually I've done that before. My nail flipped back, but that's another story.
Yeah.
But I just know my body shook all over. I didn't think I was going to recover. But anyway, when that happened, he realized that he looked at his foot, and his foot was turning purple and had streaks going up it. And so he went to the doctor at that time. He didn't have like a primary care, so he went to the health department. And sometimes at the health department they don't take you as seriously as they ought to, and so they kind of like brushed them aside a little. And then finally, when he got the attention that he needed, it was too late. His leg had become gangrene. It had gotten gangrene, and so he ended up having to have a foot amputation, and then it spread. It's still like continued to spread. I guess they didn't get it enough. And he eventually had to have his whole leg amputated.
Wow.
But it didn't get him down. He was one of those that just roll with it. I mean, he soon as he could, he couldn't wait to start driving again. Soon as he could, he got that crutch and he jumped in the car and he started driving. But he's just an example of some people who don't let things get them down. But that is also a passion of mine, that if we can catch this soon enough,
yes,
then people will have less amputations.
Right. And because and you say that because it is preventable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. It's preventable. And last week we talked about diabetes in depth, and we're talking about diabetes, but also the primary topic, folks, is discovering your ultimate health. But so many people have talked about Lotus. What about people with diabetes? What about people with diabetes? So that's why we're doing these segments, to help people understand that 90% can be reversed, according to Dr. Lynn, or Dr. Cheryl, that was on with us last week. She shared that with us and gave us some very wonderful, credible data that talks about it is 90% can be reversed, and it is preventable. Just because you have a genome in your family, which is the marker, okay, on your gene, it's called the genome. You have the marker. It doesn't mean that you have to succumb to diabetes, and that's one thing we're talking about right now. So thank you for sharing that. And the story of your dad, it's like remarkable. How many of us out here have family members or know friends who have diabetes? Put a number 3 in the comment block below. Put a number 3 in the comment block below. If you know someone, if you have a family member, if you know a friend that has a friend that has trouble with diabetes, why haven't you invited them to this show? Go ahead, like, share, start a watch party, share, like, and start a watch party, because we've got news you could use, and you need to go and tell somebody. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come right back. And when I say a quick break, I mean a quick break. See you right back. That's right. Lux Shay Night Show, in conjunction with News You Can Use with Lux Shay and Lynn Harris Diversions. We've got some wonderful ladies on a pot tonight. We have got Phyllis Weaver and Hillary Clinton, the bouncing queen, if you know what I mean, and of course, the CEO of what? You don't know because you ain't been there. So come on to the show. That's right. If you don't know, just let us know you don't know. Put a number 5 in the comment block below, because right now we're going right back to the CEO of what? Tell them what the CEO you are. Tell them what you think about, girl.
Discover Ultimate Health.
That's right. I love it. I love it.
So
we're talking about diabetes right now, and stress reduction. So go ahead, Lotus, and then I have a question for the Weaver.
I was trying to, y'all. I was trying to prevent Lynn to come on up here and get this question, but Lynn gonna put it on her. We asked the tough question. Go ahead, Lynn. Go ahead and ask her. I know you.
No stress, Phyllis. No stress. Hillary and I are here to help you with that too, so don't worry about it. So the question that I have, you were saying 4 hours of sleep can actually be even more detrimental than diet. And I'm listening to you, and internally, I am nervous as a cat because I do have diabetes type 2. The average time I sleep is for maybe 5 hours at most. And I've been doing it for years. And I do mean years and years and years. And so I know part of it is a habit, but I wanted to ask you, is it possible that the lack of sleep is actually part of what keeps my condition persisting? Because I either want to eat, like just to kind of stay awake and to keep having energy and that sort of thing. And it's not always as nutritious as it could be. One of my favorite things to munch on besides nuts is Fritos. And so I'm thinking that maybe this is all tied together. So can you talk about that a little bit more?
Yes, exactly. It is all tied together because when you don't get the proper sleep that you need, you don't give your body time to like regenerate all your cells and everything. And so your immune system will just get out of whack. I actually did that for years. For 8 years, I can count 8 years. I lived off of like 3 to 4 hours of sleep. That's when I was working 12, 14, 16 hours on most days. And then I also had like infants and toddlers, and then they grew up. But I was still doing that mommy thing. And along with trying to work and do all that, and I had no time to sleep. I got home from work at about 12 o'clock at night. Then I checked all the homework, and I actually redid the homework as if I were doing it because I didn't understand the homework is different from when I was little. And so I redid all of the homework. And then if anything was wrong, I would get up an extra hour, get whichever child up the extra hour, and we go over the homework. And so I actually was not getting any sleep. I had like dark circles on my eyes. You don't have them, but I did. I looked like a pure raccoon. I'm serious. And when I go back and I look at those pictures from that time period, I look so tired and just plain wiped out. And all I did was just push, 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 push. And I hardly ate because I worked in the pharmacy and we didn't have real breaks. And, so I was doing like you. And so by the time I got home, there was either no food there for me, or I would have to go to a fast food restaurant and, grab a burger or something. I don't eat that way anymore. But yeah, it does. I really believe that if you improve on your sleep, it will boost your immune system, and some of your symptoms of diabetes will definitely decrease.
Okay, thank you. Well, I will work on getting at least 7 hours.
That's much
I
better.
find as I get older, I want to sleep longer, but the reality is I'm a night owl. I like being up until 2 in the morning, but then the world starts, around 6 or 7, and I really prefer starting my day at 11, but it's not always the way that, I can handle my business. So I need to retrain myself, I guess.
Yeah, and that's the thing, training your getting your circadian rhythm back to normal. And then the thing with you, Lynn, with you on the West Coast, and you're always doing things with us on the East Coast, that really messes up your sleep too. It's almost like you're on like two people or something.
Mhm.
That makes a big difference. And the other thing I wanted to say, I know it might not still be my time to speak, but one thing I wanted to say was when you said the Cheetos, I mean, was it Cheetos?
Fritos,
Fritos,
Fritos.
Fritos, yeah, the Fritos that you munch on, those that has like lots of gluten in it, and gluten causes inflammation, and that inflammation will also affect your diabetes. So
All
I
right.
just wanted to.
So I'm going to take my bags and throw them away.
Yes.
I'll bounce. I'll even show you guys in the trash, and then I'll
Yeah.
get to bouncing. Okay.
Yeah. And we're going to hold her to that. We're going to hold her because the next segment of the show, we're getting ready to get into bouncing. But I want to share this brief video with all of you because we're talking about some things that deal with our sleep, especially that we experience, those of us that have diabetes. So I wanted to share something briefly with you from Dr. Gage. So I'm going to play this video for you so you can see this video. Give me one quick second. I'm going to get it up here for you. And basically this talks about how diabetes is linked to sleep disorders. So we're going to take a quick break and share this with you, and we'll go from there. Okay, let's go.
We're not able to hear him.
You can't hear it? Okay, thank you. He might be playing Silence of the Lambs, y'all. Hold on.
Might be. Very
Hold
fine.
on. Let me get Doc. Let me get Doc back up here. Okay, let me get Doc back up here. All right. You're like, we can't hear him. All right.
I think he's really important. We may want to listen to
Yeah, exactly. Because again, this is how diabetes may be linked to sleep disorders, and a lot of people have sleep disorders and wonder, hey, if it's connected.
I'm a consultant diabetologist from Mumbai, and today I'm going to speak on sleep disorders and diabetes. So basically, sleep disorders are of various types. Diabetic patient can suffer with almost all types of sleep disorders, what a normal person can suffer. But predominantly, obstructive sleep apnea is very common, and insomnia is very common in type 2 diabetics. So what is basically insomnia? Insomnia is when you have either problem falling asleep or maintaining your sleep. So problem with the number of sleep hours is called as insomnia. It is a very common problem. It can be because of multiple problems, right from stress to physical problems like pain in the limbs, burning sensation in the feet because of neuropathy. There are umpteen number of problems which can lead to insomnia. Similarly, sometimes certain medications interactions also can cause insomnia. This has to be kept in mind while treating the patient appropriately. Thank you.
All right. So thank you, Dr. Gage, for sharing that brief message with us. So make sure you're aware of that because that's a part of discovering your ultimate health. So let's talk. Whoa, I almost tipped my water over. Y'all, what's in y'all cups today? What's in y'all cups?
No water. Oh man.
You know they all showing out, right? They got theirs with me, yo.
I think a lot of people need to change their lifestyle habits
Mhm.
because there are so many of us out here,
Mhm.
not enough sleep, a lot of snacking and smacking going on that's not the right foods,
Yes.
stressed out, worried about
Mhm.
the job, working overtime,
Yes.
or
And
not working at
especially
all kinds of
right.
things happening.
Especially people who are working from home, because Lynn, you brought up a very important point. Many people are snacking more during the day. I know myself, I've put on weight, and I know many other people that I know, they've put on weight, especially when we really weren't leaving our homes. Some of us have gyms here where we live or what have you, but the gyms are closed. So you have to make sure if you have workout equipment in your home that you're working out in your home. But this is something that I know the average person, in my opinion, and just my opinion, not gonna work out.
That's
going to
true.
work more.
Mhm.
Why? Because they're in the comfort of their home. So they're going to work more on their jobs than they exercise. And after they work all day, they're typically eating wherever they're sitting at their computers or what have you. And then their eyes start to bother them. Even some people have said their blood pressure, they've had problems with their blood pressures, and their legs are swelling because they're sedentary
Mhm.
and they are feeling burning in the feet and stuff like that. So, you know, Lynn, you made an excellent point. People are snacking more and are moving less.
Yes.
So we're going to get some movement in a few minutes, but we talked about some things that Phyllis encourages people with and helps them to do. She helps relieve the stress. How do you help them relieve the stress? Because we know that, you know, you are the CEO of the Center of Light Miracles. And that helps people kind of really to go deep down inside of who they are to heal from within, so to speak. So what do you do to help people relieve stress?
Well, one of the things I do is meditation. And this
Mhm.
is part of the reason why my actual sleep patterns, even from my late 20s, started to develop with the 4 hours, because I meditate an average of 3 hours a day. So meditation itself, when you go deeper and deeper, is actually a form of completely resting the body and resting the mind while being conscious or awake, if you will. But you go into a different state of, of awakeness or consciousness. And so it can be very restful, but it's a great way to just really release stress. And the more you meditate through time, it doesn't have to really be more than 20 minutes a day. But the more you meditate through time, you can do things like lower your blood pressure automatically, slow your heart rate down if that's what you need to do. You can elevate or lower other systems in your body. It is over a period of time that, you know, that actually takes place. I'm not going to say though, I don't think that it 100% replaces sleep, but I know that the more I started meditating, even when I was younger, and because I do it consistently, I've just not needed more sleep. I could sleep for 4 hours straight, steady, and feel very rested.
Right. So
So
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Lynn. Okay, so we're basically saying that meditation can lower the blood pressure and other systems in the body. So would you say that meditation is a form of maintenance also for the body? Because a lot
yes.
of times people, they have high blood pressure, but it's because they're not doing the maintenance on their body that they need to do in order for them to have ultimate health.
Yes, I would say that all of it goes together. Really, I don't believe that one is necessarily the cure all and the others you don't do. You need to have the unity of everything. But with meditation, most of the time when people are highly stressed, it's because
Mhm.
their minds are going, going, going. They have worry. They are engaged not only mentally but emotionally. There may be things going on and different traumas that have happened,
Mhm.
incidences. There's so much going on right now. We know many people are at a very high, anxious, alert, you know, over adrenalized
Mhm.
operation. That's what's happening. And
Awesome.
with meditation, it actually allows everything to relax, to calm. And the process of meditation I teach is actually a clearing kind of
Mhm.
meditation. It's what I call in the body, where you go deeper and deeper into meditation and you can release a lot of the worries, the concerns. You can literally release the feelings and even begin to release belief systems that don't work for you, that keep you spinning around, as well as different experiences that may have a trauma effect.
Awesome.
That's how it helps with the body as well. So it's a mental, physical, emotional, and definitely spiritual practice.
I like it. I like that you said it's really a 360, if you will, of really focusing and maintaining your health from the inside out, because a lot of times people are looking for all kind of pills to pop and all kind of elixirs to drink to fix themselves from the inside out, when really healing starts from the inside out. And
Right.
and I use that word when I speak of what you do for yourself. I'm not talking about any products or liquids, anything like that, because we can't claim that anything heals. We're not medical doctors, so please consult your physician prior to taking any supplements or doing any exercise that you feel might be detrimental to your health, or even that your physician feels that might be detrimental to your health. But one thing we do know is that the proof is in the pudding.
That's right.
So, having said that, we gonna get into some pudding, because we talked about meditation. We've talked to the CEO of Discover Ultimate Health, and she's talked to us about how to overcome some things when you have fibromyalgia, how when you have diabetes and all that. And later, she's going to talk to us about a smoothie challenge that she's doing. But right now, we're going to the Queen of Bounce, and we're going to ask her a couple of questions. Oh, I got the first question. So, Miss Hillary, the question I have for you is this. When you talk about the bounce, tell us, for those that may not have been here in our previous broadcast, tell us about the different type of bounces and how they help the lymphatic system.
All of the bounces help the lymphatic system. There are 3 types of bouncing. I promote one because there are plenty other people promoting the other 2. So you have the strength bounce. That's when they bounce on those larger, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So they have the larger, the kind that they have in the backyard with the net up around it.
Yes.
And you bounce and you flip and do different tricks and all of that. Then there's the aerobic bounce. That's on the smaller trampoline, but they're moving the large muscles, the thighs. Yeah. That's when you get into aerobics, and you really lifting and, and you're doing all of this stuff and you're getting your cardio up, and that's good. What I promote is called lymphasizing. And that is the health bounce, which is a gentle bounce, because it doesn't take much to work the lymphatic system, to activate the lymphatic system. So, you might, for the people that I work with that are dealing with chronic conditions like fibromyalgia, lupus, got different chronic pain and all of that kind of stuff, they can't, they're not up to doing the strength bounce. They're not up to doing the aerobic bounce, but they can all do the health bounce. So did you mention about the bottom of the bounce?
No, you're going to mention the bottom of the bounce. I talked about the bottom of the bounce earlier, but you're a bounce queen, so you're going to mention the bottom of the bounce.
Okay, so at the lymphatic system, the fluid of the lymphatic system, the lymph fluid flows up in the body.
Yes.
The lymph system does not have a pump. The blood system has the heart. The heart is constantly pumping that blood, pump, pump, pump. All of our hearts are sitting here now just pumping. But our lymphatic system does not have a pump. That's why movement is so important. Bouncing is the #1 way to work it, because the lymphatic fluid flows up in the bottom, up in the body. When you bounce, if you just think at the bottom of the bounce, the valves open and that lymph fluid can come up through the body and activate those lymphatic vessels as well to do that vacuum effect for any place where there's excess trapped fluid, cellular waste, trapped blood proteins that have gotten around your cells and cause oxygen to be pushed out, which is causing inflammation, aches, pain, lack of energy, lack of being able to sleep, you know, and other stuff. And they give it names depending on where it is. They call it arthritis if it's in the joints, glaucoma if it's in the eyes, you know, depending on what it is, they've given plenty of names to it. So at the bottom of the bounce, that's when the magic happens, when the lymphatic vessels can vacuum out those excesses. That allows oxygen to come back in around those cells at an optimal level. And that's when you have a reduction of the inflammation, a reduction or elimination of pain in the body. And it's a beautiful thing that you can do something like that just by bouncing, doing a gentle bounce even. And yes, you can use those big exercise balls if you don't have a mini trampoline. You can do some jumping jacks. You can go take a walk, even walking in place if you don't have some apparatus. Use your body to help your body.
Wow,
You got the
I
power to
like
help
that.
your body help you.
Me too.
I like that. That use your body to help your body. I like that because it is a beautiful thing. It really is a beautiful thing.
I want to say I got that quote from a lady that I was working with who has lupus, and she works with trying to teach people how they can exercise through the pain or with it, however they can, even with chronic conditions like lupus. And so she joined my Facebook group, and we were doing a deep breathing challenge where I was showing them how to breathe and use calisthenics and isotonic movements to work the body. And she said, do you know that even after it was just a 5-day challenge, she's at the end of the 5-day challenge, she said, you know, the breathing that you taught us seemed it had an effect on in my body that goes deeper than the medication was going. Just something she could explain to you better. But she said it looked like it worked for her. You know, she could tell a difference in how well it worked for her. And as far as helping to alleviate some of those symptoms of her symptoms that come with having lupus. And then she said, you know, it's like I was using my body to help my body. And I'm saying that's exactly it. You can use your body to help your body. It's no to say, well, the gym isn't open. You know, I can't get to Zumba class. I can't
use that excuse.
And then even with Zumba, that's you using your body. Again, you using your body to help your body. And you can have fun doing Zumba, and you can have fun doing bouncing as well.
Absolutely. Yes. I do have one quick question for you, Hillary. And that is, I've heard you say on other occasions that it only takes 5 minutes a day. Just 5 minutes of bouncing can make the difference. And the question I have is, does 5 minutes a day really help you for a whole 24-hour period? Or should you bounce maybe a few times a day for 5 minutes?
You can do it as often as you like to do it, a little bit at a time, especially if you got some kind of condition that dealing with a lot of inflammation, because you don't want to release too many toxins in your body that make you feel like, oh my God, I'm worse off than I was, because your body's not able to deal with all of that going on at the same time. In those type of situations, people, I tell them, listen, you can bounce for 15 seconds every 15 minutes. You know, if you're at home, and you can do that to help your situation. It's sort of like, you know, when the doctor said, take this antibiotic and you need to take it for 7 days, you know, and you keep, in order to keep that, the
medication moving through you.
To keep the medication moving through the body to do its full work, you know. And so if you have some kind of really chronic condition, even 15 seconds every 15 minutes can make a world of difference. But yeah,
Okay.
I was talking to a bodybuilder the other day. I want to
So-
say this right quick. I was talking to this, and he said, wait. He said, so do you bounce 800 times at it when you're on there? Do you do 800 bounces? I said, I don't count the bounces. I go by the minutes. So I count the bounces, and 800 bounces is like 10 minutes. So,
awesome.
if you want to count the bounces,
Awesome.
count the bounces, challenge yourself, or the minutes, either way.
Yes.
So very quickly, we're gonna take a couple of comments, and we talking about bouncing. And y'all know I always say, don't talk about it, be about it. So really quickly, Kathy said I did the same thing with my children when they were smaller and worked 12, 14, 16-hour days. She wasn't getting no sleep, y'all. I still pulled the 3 to 5 hour sleep days. I need to change my ways somehow. And then she also incriminated somebody else. I'ma just pull it on up. She said, Lynn, you and I need to change our sleep patterns. I'll be your accountability person, and you can be mine. So guess what? We can do a sleep challenge in the next 30 days because we're already doing a challenge. So in the next 30 days, next month, if everybody's in, get a friend because it's going to be time to win with Lotus and Lynn right here on News You Can Use as we do the sleep challenge. And some of you may have wanted Lynn to be your partner, but Kathy, all the way in Hawaii, already pulled dubs on you. She got Lynn as her accountability partner. So we will let you know when we're going to start the sleep accountability because we need more than just 4 hours of sleep if we want to do what, Phyllis?
To have ultimate health.
Awesome. So we are nearing the top of the hour, and you saw me pull off my jacket, so you know what that means. So the queen of the bounce, the queen of the bounce is going to get on with the get on and give us some techniques at the bottom of the bounce. So if you got your trampoline, go ahead and put a number 6 in the comment block below because I've had people say, hey, I got my trampoline. Come on, listen, I got my trampoline.
Let's go.
So we've got the trampoline, and Miss Hillary Gooden, she's a lymphologist, and she is the bouncing queen of lymphology. She's going to help us with the bounce. So you all get ready. Go ahead and tell Freddie to come on and get ready too, because we're going to start bouncing when we come right back. Y'all ready to bounce?
Ready to bounce.
All right. Hello and welcome back to more News You Can Use with Lotus Rashay and Lynn Harriet DeVerges. We got another spectacular show for you that's going to help you climb to the next level of awareness. That's right. So thank you so much for joining the show today. That's right. You're here at More News You Can Use with Lotus Rashay and Lynn Harriet DeVerges. And guess what? If you want to be a celebrity on the show, just let us know and click the button below. And you'll be the guest celebrity on More News You Can Use with Lotus Rashay and Lynn Harriet DeVerges. Click the link. Click the link now. All right. So, I'm already on my trampoline. So some of you may want to know what kind of trampoline we're on. So I'm going to show you. Okay. You can go out and there's no excuses. Like Hillary said, go out, get your trampoline. The legs are detachable. You can slide it under your bed. You can put it actually behind a door because it's so flat. Yeah. But for right now, we're not putting it under a door. All right. Hi. How you doing? Okay.
So here
So talk to
All
us,
right,
Hillary.
everybody.
I need some beats.
All
yeah.
right, everybody. So we want to just, if you got your bouncing machine, I don't see number 6, but she said put number 6 in the comments and just hit on. And you know what? Just gently bounce. You can bounce moving your feet like Lotus is doing. You can bounce just having your feet on the mat. They don't have to leave the mat. That's why anybody can do it. Also, if you have gotten your trampoline and you find that you need some stability, you're afraid you might trip and fall off, you can get a stabilizing bar, something you can hold on to. I had to get this one because my mother would put a broom in her hand and hold on to the broomstick. That wasn't very safe. So get you a stabilizing bar and bounce. You can count your bounces and then challenge yourself to bounce a little more. If you find that you're out of breath, you need to peel back and bounce, take a little, just stand on the thing and catch your breath and then bounce some more. To lymphocyze. Lymphocyze does not mean you're doing cardio and trying to really get your heart rate up. You're trying to activate your lymphatic system. Even if you have an exercise ball, you can use that. You can use that to bounce. It's going to help your lymphatic system. Movement is the key to working that lymphatic system. I see the doctor. She's bouncing on something over there. She's bouncing on something.
It's a
And that's
ball.
all right.
Yeah, it's a
because
ball.
like Lynn was just asking, you don't have to do a long time. You can do a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the afternoon. You come in from a hard day, bounce, and you'll find that it'll help you to relax. It'll help you to, all of those cares of the day to just roll off your back like water on the duck. It'll help you. Talk about meditation. I found that when I bounce for a few minutes, I can then sit down and look like everything just falls into place. The peace that comes, and then I'm able to get into prayer, get into meditation, or just get into mindfulness where you just sit there and you just know all of this good stuff is going on in your body because you can just feel that your blood is going, and just know that your lymphatic system is working in harmony with all the systems of the body, doing what it should do. Homeostasis, that's the word, being in that place of peace. And I was listening, I found a word that I love to, I might get me a shirt that says revivify. If you ever heard that word before, you can put a 7 in the comments. Revivify. It makes me smile when I say it. So that's to give new life. To give new life. Revivify. So you want to revivify your lymphatic system.
I love it. You know what, too? Hillary, what I found out last week, my lower back was hurting. So I didn't want to stand up and jump. So I sat on the trampoline and I just bounced because one of our shows 2 weeks ago, you told us about that. And so I just sat and I bounced. In less than 10 minutes, my back started feeling much better. And before I knew it, I was on the trampoline and Lynn was actually on the phone. And I started saying, I'm not getting off this trampoline until I get me some honey cakes. And it's a book that Medea Cantor writes. I've got 3 of her books. And I was like, I'm not getting off until I get me some honey cakes. So it really does work.
So that's your lymphatic, those vessels. That's those vessels going in. They know that there's something going wrong in that back area. So when you activate your lymphatic system, it knows where the problem is. If there's a problem, it's going to go there first.
And you can just sit,
so if
just like I'm doing.
Or you don't feel sure about standing.
And
You can
bounce.
sit on it like Lotus is doing now.
And just bounce. And that lower back, that tailbone, it'll all start loosening up. Because some people your backs are really tight. That's an easy way. And those of you that are challenged with balance, that will really help you out. So look, folks, we're at the top of the hour. And we've been giving you some bounce power. So, folks, I tell you what, if you haven't gotten on the movement to become healthier, here's some simple ways to do it. News you could use every Monday and every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're giving you ways to help yourself and help the ones that you love move their bodies back into homeostasis.
Yes.
And you can do it.
Absolutely.
You can do it.
Absolutely can do it.
You want to drink some Azumio?
Yeah, because that's what we drink. And we drink it because it has hydrogen in it. And it helps to permeate the cellular membrane. So get yours. You can get yours. You don't have to sit around and watch us drink it. You can get you some now if you want. And I'm going to tell you, if you are interested in bouncing with us, go ahead and call us, email us now. You can hit Lynn up, 1-800-334-0540. Call Lynn 24 hours a day, and she'll help you win. And if you're the type of person you don't like to talk on the phone, hit her up on the email, and she'll be happy to help you out. Okay? And those of you that are working along with us to help us in our 30-day exploratory, I hope you're doing great. I hope you're focusing on having a happy, healthy, and healed life and doing the best thing that you can do for you. So with that, we are going to go right to Phyllis, and she's going to give us her last comments of the night, and then we're going up to Hillary, and then Lynn and I will have our last comments. Phyllis?
Okay, well, first of all, I thank you for allowing me to be on your show. And Hillary, you brought up something that is really dear to me too, because I am a recovering fibromyalgia patient, and I do have diagnosis of lupus at this time. So it's been a big journey getting to where I am now. And so I'm just grateful. But I want to talk about my smoothie challenge. Do I have time?
Of course you have time to talk about your smoothie challenge. Did you think we was going to let you get out of here with talking about that smoothie challenge? Tell us what that smoothie challenge is, because you said you love helping everyone and you want to help them join the smoothie challenge. So tell us about it.
Okay, well, quickly, it's a 7-day challenge. It actually started on Sunday, but I'm going to restart it again this coming Sunday too. So for those of you who didn't get a chance to go to the grocery store and get all your supplies to get ready for it, you have another chance to do it again.
Awesome.
So the first day is a detox smoothie. The second day is immune boosting. The third day is stress reducing. The fourth day is energy boosting. The fifth day is diabetes and sugar control. And day 6 is heart health. And then the 7th day is weight loss and fat burning. So that's how I have it set up. And I have 2 different types of smoothies for each day. You can choose to do it once, drink 1 smoothie, or you can drink 2 smoothies, however way you want to do it. But there's a smoothie that's specified. It has just the ingredients to address those issues on that day.
Awesome. I'm loving it. And so a lot of us need that detox, the detox one, without no questions asked, because like you said earlier, it's about nutrition, exercise, stress, and sleep. They all play a part. But if you can start your smoothie challenge and go through these simple phases. It's only a 7-day challenge. In 7 days, your life could change dramatically. So I challenge you to check out this challenge. And of course, she's the CEO of Discover Ultimate Health LLC. You can go to her website, or how else can they catch you, Phyllis?
You can also go to my email, which is phyllis@discoverultimatehealth.com. And if you want to give me a call, you can do that also. 919-429-0835. But please leave a message.
Okay, I love it. I love it. I love it. What I'd like you to do, if you can, for us, Phyllis, go ahead and give us that number one more time.
919-429-0835.
0825.
Yes, 0835.
35. Okay, folks, here you have it. She's already told you what you need to do. Go ahead and get at her. She is the CEO. This is Phyllis Weaver. She's the CEO of Discover Ultimate Health LLC. Get at her at 919-429-0835. You have no excuse not to join the Smoothie Challenge. It is a 7-day challenge starting on the 19th of this month. Get at her and she'll get at you. And I'm going to be joining the Smoothie Challenge too. So thank you, Phyllis. I appreciate it. And we're right at the top with the lady, the queen of the trampolines, lymphologist that just won't stop, Miss Hillary Gooden. What's your final words of wisdom on this broadcast?
The Dr. Phyllis brought up the thing about sleep. I just would like to reiterate that, to get more sleep. There was a study that said at least getting 5 to 6 hours, because I know she probably didn't want to go all the way into it, but just my thinking is that when we're asleep, our head is asleep or whatever, but our body has a chance to do what it's intended to do. That's to repair, restore, regenerate, get the bowels moved so that you can have a good elimination in the morning of what it don't need, and it needs time to do it. And when you don't allow it to have the time that it needs, it's like it's just work, trying to keep you alive, because you won't let it rest yourself so it can do what it needs to do.
Right. And I like what you said too. Repair, restore, regenerate. That's awesome. Repair, restore, regenerate. I love it. And thanks, Kathy, for making sure we had that number down there, 919-429-0835. Contact the CEO, Miss Phyllis Weaver. I'm telling you, if you have not discovered Ultimate Health, you need to contact her. She'll help you help yourself ignite and take flight in the ultimate care of your life. And don't forget our trampoline queen, lymphologist, none other than Hillary Gooden. Make sure you stick with us and stay abreast, because we don't give you no mess. We just give you the best. And make sure you're here Friday with us as well. So ladies, I've had a super duper time. I thank you for joining the show. And I tell you back, Lynn and I are going to take a quick break and come back with more that you need to know. Because y'all see her throwing this stuff away, right? Y'all see her throwing the stuff away. So Lynn is not playing. So we're going to be right back. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come right back. And Lynn and I are going to show you what she just put in the trash. Hello and welcome back to more News You Can Use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Harriet DeVerges. We got another spectacular show for you that's going to help you climb to the next level of awareness. That's right. So thank you so much for joining the show today. That's right. You're here at More News You Can Use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Harriet DeVerges. And guess what? If you want to be a celebrity on the show, just let us know and click the button below. And you'll be the guest celebrity on More News You Can Use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Harriet Divergence. Click the link. Click the link now. Sophie and Gasa, we see you and we appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining the show. And thank you, everyone else, and all the people we know. We thank you for joining the show. And if you have not liked, shared, and started a watch party, what are you waiting for? You really ought to tell somebody. So, Lynn.
Yes.
I have had a wonderful time today.
And I'm showing everybody corn chips, trash can. Yes, that's it.
All right, nah. We ain't gonna let you out that easy. No, you better open that pack. Open that pack. Oh, wait. Y'all want to see her open the pack and dump it? Cause look, I saw someone say, "Oh man, she dumped it." Hold on, where's that? Okay, she said, "Holy cows, she dumped it." All right, let's see. She put it in there, but now she about to pop that bag open and dump it. Lynn don't play.
The bag is empty.
All right, congratulations. Awesome. So Medea said, "Thank you so much, my divine goddess, for all your wisdom, blessings to love and light to my beautiful souls. Blessing and love to you too." Congratulations, Lynn's all the way from the Philippines. Congratulations to you. One pack down. That's what's up.
And no more packs to buy.
Yeah, and you know what, Lynn? Sometimes we say, "Well, nah, I don't want to waste the money, so I'm gonna eat them."
So nothing is worth. There is no money in the world that is too much when it comes to your health. Period.
Yes, you know, I concur.
Health, there is no price you can put on it. You got to do what you got to do.
Exactly. And I love this too. So if you're trying to contact Hillary, don't forget to connect with Hillary, okay, on Bitly Speak with Hillary, or DM her on Facebook. DM her. You will love working with Hillary because she's going to give you more bounce to the ounce. Awesome sauce. So, Lynn, thank you so much. I had a super duper time. We've got another show coming up on Friday. And who are our guests on Friday?
Do have guests on Friday, and actually I'm I'm sorry to say I know that it's a great lineup, but I don't remember who it is because we have so many great guests all the time.
You know, I know why.
For that,
I know why she don't know, because she didn't take her Marital Plus today.
I haven't had it today. You're right.
I had Marital Plus. Super lutein, what you mean? Make sure you join us on Friday and you'll be seen as we talk more about Marital Plus and super lutein.
Yes.
Awesome.
Join us for our stress exploratory.
Yes, make sure you join us and make sure you get at Phyllis Weaver as well as Miss Hillary Gooden. So with that being said, we're super happy that you joined the show, and we want to share this brief segment with you as we get on the road to go. So we thank you so much for being here. Like, share, start a watch party, like, share, start a watch party and go tell somebody, hit the replay if they've missed the show, and let everyone you know to come back on Friday with more news you can use, because we want to give you more news you can use to help you, but help your loved ones too. So thank you so much. And we're going to leave you with this because we don't want you to miss our show on Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on More News You Can Use. And also, don't forget our lovely show that I've got going on with a wonderful tribe called Bring Who You Are. We are hosting a phenomenal guest on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't want to miss the remarkable Miss Martha High. As many of you know, she is a superstar that sang with the godfather of soul, Mr. James Brown himself. And Lynn, you met him yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, I've met James Brown a couple of times and had a chance to talk to him and also hang out at the concert and so forth. One of the ones he did here in LA, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. He's a great guy, and always it was a pleasure to be with him and his group.
I love it, because you know what? We about ready to do our thing, and
Yeah.
we're going to share this segment with you right now. Here we go. That's what you want to join us, ladies of Bring Who You Are. September 19th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the goddess of soul herself, the remarkable Miss Martha Hyde. So this is going to be a show that you don't want to miss. So join us on Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when I'm going to be with my gal pals, my tribe, your tribe, the ladies of Bring Who You Are, as our special guest will be right here live on Facebook, Miss Martha Hyde. So we'll see you on Friday for what? More news
You can use.
I love it.
About wealth. We'll be talking about how to earn extra income on Friday with a phenomenal, I just looked it up, phenomenal woman who actually knows how to earn money through network marketing, and why it's one of the best businesses you could possibly have.
Who is going to be? You going to keep us in anticipation?
We'll just call her for right now SK.
You know, I know who SK is. I know who SK is. Y'all better come to this show. So I felt like Bernie Mac just then. You gonna hold us in anticipation? So join us to learn and earn with SK on Friday. Learn and earn with SK on Friday. So as always, we love you. We appreciate you. Have a great evening, and we'll see you on Friday. Hello and welcome back to more news you can use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Herod Diverges. We got another spectacular show for you that's going to help you climb to the next level of awareness. That's right. So thank you so much for joining the show today. That's right. You're here at More News You Can Use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Herod Diverges. And guess what? If you want to be a celebrity on the show, just let us know and click the button below. And you'll be the guest celebrity on More News You Can Use with Lotus Richey and Lynn Herod Diverges.